Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and today we are discussing the Big 12 Champion Tournament for the men's basketball. Um, it's on right now, technically. I don't have a channel that I can watch it on. It's Oklahoma State versus, I think, UCF right now. It's at halftime. It's like a 4-point game. I'll still got my prediction who's going to win because I've not watched anything of it. So I'll be as fair as I can when it comes to it. And yeah, the other two videos I've covered so far, the other two videos I've done so far, is the ACC and the SEC one. So let's just dive right into the Big 12 one. If you want to check those out, just look at my channel. The most recent videos posted. Check them out. They're good. Watch them and all that. So yeah, put on your opinions, your predictions, and everything that you have too. Game one, which is going on right now, is UCF, 12th ranked UCF, or 12th seeded UCF versus 13th rated Oklahoma State. It's tough for me to pick against UCF. They just had a decent performance against Houston. They're looking pretty good right now. Oklahoma State, the only thing I've really seen from them this year is that they got beat by Kansas bad, and they had a game-losing loss at home in a buzzer beater to Oklahoma. It's not good things to be remembered by. I got UCF in this one. I think they showed a little more potential. I think they're a better team. I think they should win this game. So, yeah. Then the other game today is the 11th seeded Cincinnati versus 14th seeded West Virginia. West Virginia has completely fallen off ever since they had to let go of their coach due to some either homophobic or racist remarks. One of those two. I don't remember. But that happened. So West Virginia's just become worse and worse and worse. Cincinnati, this is their first year in the Big 12. Not made a whole lot of noise. Another team that's their first year in the Big 12 has two teams in the first year in the Big 12 made a lot of noise, which we'll get to later. But Cincinnati, they seem like the better team. I'm not watching much of them. I've watched itty bitty pieces of them. I think against Houston, I've watched a bit. They showed some potential. I'm going with Cincinnati in this one. And then this is one of the teams that's first year in the Big 12 has made a lot of noise. 5th seeded BYU. They have beat a lot of very good teams. They've beat Kansas at Kansas. I know Kansas is not great right now, but winning at Kansas is still very impressive. Most of Kansas losses come at home. Come on the road, not at home. They don't lose at home. They lost at home to BYU. That shows a lot about this BYU team. They will be playing number 12 ranked UCF. Again, this is all my predictions. I got BYU in this one. They can shoot very well. They make the big plays. They're BYU. They've not been great in basketball for a while, but now it's nice to see them back. They do the fundamentals obviously very well. It's a Mormon school. What else would you expect? They do the fundamentals very well. So I got BYU beating UCF in this one. I don't see any crazy upset in that. We have 8th ranked TCU versus 9th ranked Oklahoma. I really do like this Oklahoma team. I like how they can play. They had a good game against Houston. I like their guard play. I like how they can work with their bigs. Shooting is not their strong suit all the time, but they can score very well. And they scored 85 in Houston. If they can score 85 in Houston, I bet they can score 85 in TCU. And I bet they'd be able to beat TCU if they're able to do that. So I got Oklahoma in this one. Then you have 7th ranked Texas playing against number 10th ranked Kansas State. I like Kansas State. They've beat 3 top 10 teams this year. That's really good. Texas is okay. Nothing special. They have a little something special. They have the guy that was at Oral Roberts, Abrams, that led the league in scoring about 2 years ago. So they have guys that can score very well. Max Abrams, that's his name. I still like Kansas State in this one. I think this will be an upset of some sort since they're the 10th seed. But I don't think this is much of an upset. I got Kansas State in this one. And then you have... Then we have 6th ranked Kansas. I know 6th Kansas has fallen off completely. At one point, they were number 1 in the Big 12, and then they fall real far, very, very far. Coming off a terrible performance against Houston, and Hunter Dickinson might be hurt. They're playing against the 11th ranked Cincinnati. This just seems like a perfect storm for Kansas to lose, and possibly Cincinnati to get real lucky in this one. I got Cincinnati winning this game. Kansas is looking very bad. Hunter Dickinson looks a bit hurt. That's not good. They scored 46 points on Houston. This team's looking very bad, and they're horrible outside of home. Either it's neutral site or road games. They look pitiful. And this ain't in Kansas. So I got Cincinnati winning this one. Where's this even play that in the first place? Oh, it's in Missouri. It's in Kansas City, Missouri, but not in Kansas. So it's on the road technically. We're gonna count that. Fun fact: Kansas City Chiefs play in Missouri. That's a little fun fact for y'all. But I got Cincinnati win this one. It's kind of just by default. Default because this Kansas team's looking awful right now. Then you have. Let me figure out this. Okay. Yeah, 4th ranked Texas Tech versus number 5 ranked BYU. This game's gonna be real good. Texas Tech's a good team. Texas Tech's a really, really good team. And BYU is too. This will be a game that you'll stop and watch what's going on here. It'll be on ESPN2, so it is on one of those actual like games. Yeah, it's gonna be on ESPN2, so it'll be one of those actual like games of some sort that you'll be able to watch on normal broadcasting. Texas Tech, they play really good. They've beat the crap out of Kansas. They just beat Baylor. They play real good against good teams. BYU is a very good team, but BYU also plays very good against good teams. They beat Baylor, but I think they beat Baylor before too. They beat the same type of teams. Like, these teams are very evenly matched. I'm going to give the favor to BYU because they've had the games played. They've had a flow against some solid teams. Leading into it and having that 2-game break is a lot. So I think BYU will be on a roll. Could be very much a close game. This could be the best game out of anyone. But I still got Kansas State. I got BYU winning this one. What am I talking about? I got BYU moving on to the semifinals. And then we have number 1 ranked Houston. They're number 1 in the country. They're number 1 right here in the seed. They're number 1. Just that simple. Facing number 9th ranked Oklahoma. They had a close one in Oklahoma before. They got to watch out for that. I doubt Houston's going to play like that. I doubt they're going to let it past 70 against this team. I was going to say Oklahoma. Give me Houston. Houston will win this game by like 15 points. Shouldn't be that difficult for them. Then you have Iowa State, who's been phenomenal at home recently. Very, very good performances. At home, playing against Kansas State. Could I see an upset? Yes. I could definitely see an upset. I think Kansas State actually beat them at one point this year. I think they beat Iowa State not too long ago. Could be wrong about that, but I'll put it up if I'm right on that or not. But this team's not bad. I mean, Kansas State's a really good team. Iowa State's an okay team on the road, but they're phenomenal at home. I don't think they've lost a game at home. But yeah, it was either UCF or Kansas State that they lost at home to. I mean, they lost on the road too. I got Iowa State win this game, but they're the better team. I like Kansas State. They're usually good against top teams, but I still have Iowa State win this one. They're a really, really good team. Very good defensively, good guard play. What else do you really need? Some rebounding centers and people can make free throws. That's all you really need to win big games. Then we have Baylor, 3-seed Baylor versus Cincinnati. Got lucky. You'll have to face a good Kansas, like a good Kansas team. I doubt Kansas will even. They're not even good right now. They're pitiful. They'll probably be a 7th. They were looking at being a 6th seed in the national tournament, NCAA tournament. They were 1 point fighting for a 1 seed. Not like a month and a half ago. That's incredible. Baylor will mollywop Cincinnati very, very easily. Then we're on to the next round. We're gonna have the winner between Texas Tech and BYU, which I believe would be BYU, facing Houston. I like BYU. I think they're a pretty good team, but Houston's on one right now. They're just unguardable. They're very good offensively and even better defensively. And that says a lot because their offense is still very good. I got Houston beating BYU, moving on to the final. And then we have Iowa State versus Baylor. 2 very, very good teams. Baylor's more offensively focused. Iowa State's more defensively focused. When those mesh, you end up meeting a lot of good games, having a lot of good games. I would tend to lean towards Baylor because of more of experience in these situations. They have more guys in this. This Iowa State's really first year being in this type of situation. I got Baylor. It's going to be a close one. I do have them winning this, though. And then we have 3-seeded Baylor versus number 1 ranked Houston. Look throughout the year, they've had some close battles. Houston won the one at home. They went to overtime on the one at Baylor, which Baylor could have definitely won if they could have just made free throws, to finish around the rim better. But if Baylor can play the second half they did in that game the entire way, they could have played that first half the way they did the second half, and the second half they did the second half, they would have probably won. But it's not just that simple. This Houston team is very tough to play against. It's not just let's make these adjustments here and there throughout the game. You have to make them at halftime. You're not going to be able to make them at all. They're a really good in-game adjustment team. They're confusing you defensively. They have the best guard defender in the country. They have a very smart coach. They're fighting for it. They need this. This will solidify them as possibly the best team in the country and possibly the outright number one seed. They're fighting for more, I feel like, because Baylor has already solidified a 3 seed, I would say. Unless if they just catastrophically play terrible in this tournament and lose to like a West Virginia or a Cincinnati by a whole lot of points. I got Houston winning this one, probably by 8 to 10 points. But that was a little loud. I got Houston winning this though. So yeah, first year in the Big 12, they were going to win it. BYU, I could definitely see them making very far. Just no one's stopping this Houston team right now. You have to, and out of conference team would have to, but Houston dominates the conference play. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling about this and everything about that. So yeah, put down in the comments your opinions about this. I would love to hear what you have to say. And yeah, hope you have a great day. Stay safe, y'all. And God bless. God bless.